It's like something out of a Hollywood blockbuster. A secret Arctic military base has revealed clues indicating that the world is in danger. Except in this case, the warning comes from hard science fact. Analyzing ice core samples taken in the 1960s from a base built under the Greenland ice by the U.S. Army, geologists have been alarmed to discover that the Greenland ice sheet, which contains enough water to cause sea levels to rise by 20 feet worldwide, could melt more rapidly than previously thought. Should the ice sheet be lost, many of the world's largest cities could end up underwater. The findings, published today in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, show how preserved plants and fossils found within sediment from almost a mile beneath the ice indicate that the entire Greenland ice sheet vanished during a warm period in the last million years. With global temperatures today rising faster than at potentially any point in human history, the implications of the discovery are concerning. Our study shows that Greenland is much more sensitive to natural climate warming than we used to think, said Andrew Christ, Gund Postdoctoral Fellow at the University of Vermont, UVM, and lead author of the study. We already know that humanity's out-of-control warming of the planet hugely exceeds the natural rate. The ice cores were obtained in the 1960s from a Cold War city under the ice in northwest Greenland. Operational from 1959, the sub-ice complex, named Camp Century, was at the center of the secretive Project Iceworm, a complex of tunnels planned to be 2,000 miles long, in which would be hidden 600 nuclear missiles in close proximity to the Soviet Union. At one point the complex had up to 200 residents and even boasted a movie theater and a nuclear reactor. Project Iceworm was never completed, but half a century later, the deepest of the cores taken from geological surveys at the base were discovered in a freezer in Denmark. Christ told Forbes.com about the moment he found the frozen plant material that was the key to the discovery. "We were jumping up and down in the lab when it happened," Christ said. "It was one of those Eureka moments that I used to think were scientific fairy tales, but it happened to us. It remains the most exciting day of science I've had in my life." Christ, along with Paul Bierman, professor of geoscience at UVM and the report's senior author, instantly recognized the implications of their find. "We immediately understood that this soil contained much more information about Greenland's past climate history than we ever anticipated," Christ said. "The presence of plant material meant the ice must have melted away to allow these plants to grow. That means whenever those tundra plants were alive, the ice sheet was smaller, and therefore sea level was higher.